Hi everybody, welcome back, Mage Dark Ages with me, Sid, and I'm trying to walk through my base from memory in F5 view. Yeah, it ain't working very well, but I have been just a wee bit busy. So let me show you what I've been up to. Well, you probably notice I've got my stabby fork in my hand. Let me put stabby fork away. So I went out looking for angry zombies. So I could scan one just to make sure that wasn't what was stopping me getting my brain in a jar. Guess what was stopping me getting my brain in a jar? Oh, we've got something going on down here as well. Yeah, angry zombie. So thanks guys for pointing out that I actually scanned one. And on the way back I came across one of those altars with the old Eldritch Guardians, and I thought, you know what? I really need to start thinking about going off to the Outlands. And to do that, I mean, yeah, there's unlocked dungeons, and Paul has been quite a few of them. But I want to do it myself, so I'm going to need to get these guys. Eldritch Eye. I'm not even sure whether I have scanned an Eldritch Eye. Let me... well... can you get anything? No? Come back here. What did you get? Yes, we can get something from an Eldritch Eye, so that's all good. Now you get those as a very rare drop from Eldritch Guardians, so I've been beating them up. I have, in fact, while I think about it, let me swap out. I put my Witherless Talisman on and took my Movement Talisman off, because the Eldritch Guardians cause Wither. That's their primary and nastiest bit of their attack. So I got a whole load of Ethereal Essence and you know, a whole, which is a lovely source of Aurum and Alianis, and also that one we got some zombie flesh from it. Eldritch Guardian Vita, if we ever wanted to sculpt an Eldritch Guardian. But it was going slow, so in the end I decided to get an imprinting crystal. Now, there are apparently where are we? Come here, gimme. Eldritch Epiphany. Have we not got anything about an eye? No. Apparently not. I don't think it's in the Apocrypha. So yeah, apparently you should be able to craft these things, but that gives us a void seed. This gives us really nothing, actually. That gives us a bit of the void mage stuff. We can get void metal. We can do all of that. Now, we have scanned a primordial pearl, but we haven't actually earned a primordial pearl. And this is, I think, the key. So, two things I want to do today. First things first, I want to get myself a whole load of brains in a jar. It's fairly cheap, so I don't know how many. Now these can store up to, I think it is 30 levels off the top of my head. So if I were to go and get, say, 4 or 5 of these, or 6, maybe 7, maybe even 8, then yeah, that would be good around the old Enderman spawner. So let me pull together what we need for that, and I will be... Alright, I've just realised we had enough XP to power this, so we're doing the last infusion on this shock focus, which is the one with the earth shock upgrade. So we are going to need some brains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got enough to do 8 here, 8 sets of brains in jars. So we also need spider's eyes, of which we need 16. Because apparently brains in jars do like to see. It's just a thing they do. And then we need water buckets. Now, unfortunately, we can obviously... oh, hello, you're done. Right, we'll come back to that in a moment. So, what we are going to do is check our our brain in a jar, and it is that formula. So if we go over here and we go and stick 8 brains in over there, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in there. We can put half of them in there, half of them in there, stick a watered jar in the middle. I think that is the beast. We need to place down our census, cognito, and examiners. If I'm just going to plonk that there, that there, and then our cognito can go there and there. So that's all of the juice we need. That's all of the items I believe we need. Let's just double check. Only moderate difficulty. Obviously I'm not going to do 8 on screen. Oh, we need, how many got you? 1 plus 2. If I go and get a couple more water buckets, that'll, hang on, 5 plus 1 is 6, so I need water 1, 2, and then we need 7 and 8. So that should be enough to make all of the, there's 5 there, plus 1 is 6, yeah, excellent. So we can just back that, set that off. It shouldn't take too long, and that will get us the brains in jars, or at least one. So it's 10 of each of the other ones, and then 20 of the examinis, and then it pulls off obviously these items. So we pop you out, we go over there, we pop that in, grab that, stick down another one, and rinse and repeat. So that's what I'm going to be doing for a short while, and then I'll be back once that's done. So see you. And there we have it, 8 brains in jars. Let me just chuck those buckets away, and let's head just over to the end and see what we can see. Now there's one thing we need on the way there, and that is going to be a chunk loader. A simple chunk loader I will be more than adequate. I don't think I've got one, so we need to go into here, and we're going to look at the older chunk loader. It's this one, which is an ender pearl and stone bricks. I mean, that is actually way too cheap, to be honest. Ender pearl and some stone bricks, 8 of them to be precise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and then we can do you and get one of those, and we can put that particular project in the end to bed. Now ultimately, oh, hang on, and the one with the roof, and here we go, we're in a safe place, which is nice. Now fortunately, when we place this down, we if I F9 and F9 again, you can see that we managed to place this in a chunk boundary. So that's perfect, because it means we can place our chunk loader here, and then we can go, let's have a look. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then maybe 7 and 8. So now, in theory, we'll just get that lot off. In theory, we have everything going on. This is now has got 6 experience in it. You can see that's got 13, and we can just come and get that back whenever we want to level up. Oh yeah, the noise is a bit horrendous. What we probably need is to get some upgrades on this. 64 stacks. Well, obviously that's going to be 64 stacks of 16. We can't do anything with this one, unfortunately. That is a problem. And these are going to become an issue, I think, at some point. So I think we need to go and just get some upgrades on those barrels, and then we can call that complete. Or I think as complete as we're going to make it, and then we can move on to the next project. And the next project is going to be to get us a whole load of these. At least 3 more. That sounds like doesn't sound like a whole load, but trust me, it's a pig to get them. Okay, so I need have I not? Can you actually not even learn those? Here's a question. Okay, let's go and have a no, not that. Let's have a look at structural upgrades. Wood and that has no energy value. Yeah, there's no exchange value in this one. Not a problem. I want to give that a well, we need a void upgrade, which is that is just 2 pistons, and that actually does have an energy value. It uses 2 slots, so we're going to need at least, yeah, at least 3. Let's go. Let's get structural, shall we? Structural upgrade 1, fence and wood. In fact, all of them use fence. First thing out the bag, then fence. I only want to. Oh, if only in this world there were a thing that would stop me getting more than 1 stack. In fact, let me get 2 stacks just to be on the safe side. And then we want some oak, perhaps 4 of 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, we're going to need more than that, because I've got to do 2. So let me go get 8 of those. Well, there we go. That'll give us 8. And that is the structurals. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's the first batch of structurals. Then we're going to need to do the 2s, which is for is going to be 8 iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to need the 3s, which is going to be gold. Okay, easy done. And I'm going to do 8 of those as well, because why the hell not? Then we're going to do the diamonds, because also, why the hell not? Obsidian, why not? Can you see the theme here? Obsidian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After obsidian, it is endstone. Cheap as chips, that one. Well, it would be if I'd got any. Did I never learn endstone? I thought I'm pretty certain I've been to the end. I have been to the end in this series, haven't I? Yeah, of course I've been to the end. I've just been to the end of spawn. Ah, it doesn't matter. Oh, God. You know, never give me a position of responsibility where I have to, in fact, remember things. That's a really good advice to anybody in the world. But we can do those. That will give us more than enough structural upgrades anyway. And, yeah. So that gives us more than enough. We need a void upgrade. And that is, what did I say it was? Obsidian and 2 pistons. Okay. Piston. 1, 2, and obsidian. 1. Let me get those back out. Put those in. Grab that. That has got EMC. See, these don't. That does. It's bizarre. So we'll learn you. Oh, we already have learnt him apparently. Great. What else have we got then? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So I need another void. I want 2 void upgrades. Now, what have we got in the way of upgrades that we've learnt? Nothing. Okay. Upgrade. So, storage upgrade, piston and a barrel. Okay. Piston, 1, 2. Barrel, 1 off. Hmm. 292. Have we not learnt barrel then? Let us find out. Yes, we have. Don't know why that didn't show up. So we can do that and that. That gives us a storage upgrade, which we can pop in. We already know it, apparently. Okay. And we know the 3 times. I want 3 of those. I got 2, didn't I? We pop that back in, get the storage upgrade, the 3 times 1. And I think we just do that to make a 9 times 1. 9 times requires 9 slots. Yeah, that's fine. Learn that one. We're going to do the same for a 27. Uses 27 slots. Now, bearing in mind we've got 31 plus 15 is 46, plus 7 is 53, 56, 57. We're using 2 for that, leaves us 55. So that'll go to 27. That is way over what we can do with 55. So, and I don't think it's possible to actually use that at all. So if we go to the 27, the 27 times, then we'll be fine, won't we? How many? Yeah. Okay, storage. You need more EMC, I'm guessing then. Okay. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2. Oh, users 8,000. You need a little bit more oomph than that then, don't you? Typical. 2 and 3. Combine 3 of those will give us the 27. That uses 24,000 DMC, but that's fine. Yeah. So that should give us the storage necessary to manage. I think the bulk of the problems in there, you know, of the storage in there. What have we got? 68,000. I need a storage upgrade. I need 1 and 2. Right, let's go and put this baby to bed, and we can get on with something else. Okay. Down we go. Oh, of course, they could potentially... Are they going to... Chunk loading this probably isn't going to help, is it, actually? Thinking about it. Or will it? Well, we'll soon find out. Whoa. Oh, I like the look of those black. That black looks pretty good on those. Void upgrade. Void upgrade. And that. So you can hold 28,672 ender pearls. Now, that's pretty cool. It's got 94. Probably slightly more now, but let's leave that to run for a while, and we'll well, potentially run for a while, and we will be back in a mo for that one. Wrong way. So what do we need now? Well, as I say, I want these, and I've got that. So we've got the Wrath Cage. This thing uses a Lianis, which is convenient, because the main source of Alianis, or one of the best sources of Alianis, is of course Ender Pills, which we're just farming the hell out of. However, we need a way to kill them, and I think what we're going to end up doing is, if I can find, where are you? Is it a kinetic attraction? So it's telekinesis focus. Apply this great device which attracts items or living beings like a magnet. So you've got the kinetic attractor and the corporeal attractor. The corporeal involves complex, which you're using a soul mold. You can right click on a mold to save it as a pattern, which you can set in the attractor's interface as a filter, along with the settings for child things. So basically, we can make this soul mold, which is pretty straightforward. We can make one of these. We need some copper. Copper ingot. I think you have copper. I didn't think you had copper by default in this. I know we have got copper, but for metallurgy, that's not a problem. Okay. Give me that again. Couple of shards and a telekinesis focus, which is a bit of that. So we can use that to suck the entity that was spawned to a point, and then we could use some more of those spikes to kill it. That's the plan. And hopefully he will drop these eventually. So I am going to need to pull some stuff together, and this is what happens when you go a little bit crazy. We have mine spiders. All I got, the only warning I got was they're everywhere, run. Die, mine spiders. Who's left? There is apparently... I can't see this mine spider. Where is it? Well, we got a bit of string out of it for the troubles. I have no idea where this last mine spider's gone, unless it managed to materialise outside. Anyway, I just wanted to sit there and show you. I think that's the first time I've ever got crazy enough to have mine spiders. I feel honoured and privileged. So I'm just getting together. We've got the stuff together here to make the kinetic attractor, except for the wand focus, and I'm just pulling together enough of each of these things to make two of the wand focuses, one for actually to go in my focus pouch and one to go in the kinetic attractor, because if I'm going to make a focus, might as well have a bit of both. And then the final thing we need to cook up is the stuff to make the was it soul snare, I think it was called, which is these items here. So there's 8 cognito, there is 8 census, and then 4 bestia, which we'll be using elsewhere. So I'll get this together and I'll... Okay, so the first thing we've got is this soul mold, which is basically Ender Pearl makes that, and it does its thing, and eventually done. That gives us the soul mold. Down here we've got everything we need. The only thing we need to do is bat this with a thingy, and hopefully this is only moderate instability, so yep, that's taking in air. Any second now we should get the Pedito, and we'll have the Cognito. I can't believe they actually changed the names of some of these in Thorncraft 5 just to really throw me out, because, you know, some of these names, like Tutorman, has been with us for an age, and that's gone. Tutorman is no more, which is sad. So, yeah, let this do its thing. We'll get that done. I'm not going to get the spawner done, I think, this episode. We'll probably aim to do this on the next one, with an aim to potentially, let me pop you in there. It wants some juice. Corporeal attractor. So we've got you and you. Now the other thing we can do is just get the second one done. This is, I'll set it running and we can more or less forget about it. One there, one there, one there. And then we had, I can't remember if it was iron or gold. I don't think it really matters. One of those and one of those. And then a bit of battage in there. That should have enough of everything. So while that's doing that, so yeah, the plan, as I say, we want to get some of this. Maybe by the live stream we should be able to go off into the outer realms, take on the Guardian there, get our own primordial pearl. So we've caught our own, if you like. Caught, sound like Pokemon, but you know, we've actually obtained our own, so we can then use the knowledge of the primordial pearl, because of course we do know, well, we can't see it in there, but we do know the primordial pearl because we had to test it out for the EMC value when Paul asked for it to be put in there, but I've not actually earned it as we know. So yeah, that's let's get the old pouch, pop the telekinesis focus in, and that's another focus. So the last thing we need to do is we need to, I presume, and let me just check this, the kinetic attractor. How does this work? We using a soul mold, you can right click on a mob to save it as a pattern. Okay, that's great, that's dead easy. I happen to know exactly where I can find Eldritch Guardians, so that isn't a problem. Let us go and do that, and then next episode we can get that set up, hopefully get the stuff necessary for that. I also want to check, in fact, should we do that now? Never sure which way the best way to go is. Luckily this Eldritch Guardian isn't a million bazillion miles away, so we can get over there, get him soul molded, go back and check the end thing, see whether that is working outside of. There's our Eldritch Guardian. Before we go to see the Eldritch Guardian, we are going to do that, and we're going to come over to him. Hello, sir. Did that work? Yes. Yeah, alright. Without his wither effect, his teeth are somewhat pulled, to say the least. But yeah, so that is now patterned to that. So the only thing we need is the spikes, which I'll do between episodes, and we just need to go and check to see if our end spawner thing is working while we're not there. Because I just kind of had this epiphany, is it our mobs going to spawn if I'm not in that dimension? I believe they will, but I could be wrong. We were at about, was it? Oh, I can't remember how many we had now. I think it was about 94 or 97. Yeah, I don't think we're getting any spawns when we're not in here, which is bit of a pain. I mean, I can sit here and wait all day. That's not a problem. I'm quite happy to AFK here. I don't suffer from hunger anymore. So, yeah. In fact, I'll probably do that after this episode. But for the time being, thank you very much for watching, guys. And I will see you soon. And goodbye for now.